We want to begin tonight with that nationwide AT&T outage that left a lot of people scratching their heads, wondering what is going on and leading to confusion and concern about the ability to dial 911. The ripple effect inundating emergency centers from New York to Los Angeles. AT&T tonight is apologizing, but they are not explaining what happened. The FBI, the FCC, and the Department of Homeland Security are now investigating the cause, and the White House says there is no evidence that a malicious attack was behind the network shutdown. But there are still so many questions. The outage also highlighting concerns about how the lack of communications could impact us all in a real emergency and renewing concerns about cybersecurity in the U.S. The top Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee tonight has a dire warning saying a Chinese cyber attack will be 100 times worse. Here's CBS's senior business and technology correspondent, Ling Kent.
A rude awakening for tens of thousands of AT&T customers.
I woke up this morning, turned on my phone, and no internet.
Check my phone, it's like, what's going on? I see an SOS. Now I can't even use my GPS, my music, call my wife, tell her where I'm going to be.
From Chicago to Dallas, Boston to Los Angeles, more than 74,000 users reported widespread problems.
So on a personal level, it was definitely confusing and uncomfortable, but it wasn't the end of the world.
Late today, AT&T apologized to customers and said service had been fully restored. Nearly 3/4 of adults live in households without a landline, so losing cell service in a disaster can cripple communications. That was the case in the Maui wildfires. But today's outage inundated emergency call centers with people dialing them up to test their phones. Massachusetts State Police posting that many 911 centers were flooded with calls. And in San Francisco,
please don't call 911 to verify if your phone works if you don't have an emergency.
The FBI is in contact with AT&T and the FCC is actively investigating. The National Security Council says there's no reason to think that this was a cybersecurity incident.
Does this incident worry you about the future?
I always worry about our dependency on technology. I think it's also a good wake-up call and just a reminder that we can't depend 100% all the time on the technology that we depend on 100% of the time.
In case of an emergency during an outage, experts recommend using the emergency text or call function on your phone or go find Wi-Fi to place that call. You also always want to have your emergency list of neighbors and friends on hand. And as a total last resort, experts say you can always go in person to the local fire or police department. Norah?
That's good advice, Ling Kent. Thank you so much.